Konnichiwa minna. Hello everybody, in this video I will be doing another One Piece movie review. I will be doing the Baron Omatsuri of the Secret Islands, so if you guys would like to see more of these types of videos from me, definitely subscribe down below. And also, thank you so much everybody for all of the votes, I greatly appreciate it. And also, this review will be spoilerific, so if you guys do not want to be spoiled, I suggest you leave now. You have been warned. So to start off, you would think by looking at the cover, this is going to be a happy kind of movie. And I'm like, nope, the complete opposite. This movie is super dark. And I know that Film Z has been my favorite, but yeah, I think Film Z has been shifted to second place. Like, this is my favorite movie so far. By far. Like, this movie is so much better than Film Z, like, in my opinion. So we start off with the Straw Hats going to this island called Omatsuri, and then we have the main villain in the movie called Baron Omatsuri, and basically the Straw Hats have to do this ordeal of the satanic afterlife. So they have to do that, which basically they have to catch fish with like this little net. And yeah, so basically the Straw Hats were basically using this crappy dollar store little net to catch like the biggest fish that they can. But then the Heron says, oh, I did not say you just have to use those nets. He said that those nets are crappy. So then one of his crewmates, I think it's Mushigoro, so he pulls out like this giant net and tries to catch like this big fish. And then this big fish was about to like slam on top of the Straw Hats, like until Chopper used like the rumble ball to turn himself into a bigger ball, so that the fish doesn't land on top of them. So good job, Chopper. So then the second part of this ordeal is there's like this boat race, and basically Luffy ordered the Straw Hats to separate themselves. So Luffy was by himself, and I think Chopper and Robin were in a group, Nami and Usopp were in a group, and then of course Sanji and Zoro were in a group. So we see Usopp and Nami in one boat, and then they handle the battles with like the Baron's version of the Seven Dwarfs. So they handle them. And then Zoro and Sanji handle another group of the Seven Dwarfs. So yeah, so it's basically like a boat race slash fight kind of. And then what makes this movie quite unique is that, you know how like when the Straw Hats, like they argue and it's like supposed to be funny? But in this one, the arguing is definitely more serious. Definitely Sanji and Zoro's was like how they argue in this movie is very serious and very dark. Same thing with Nami and Usopp. Like, it came to the point where Nami did not want to talk to Usopp, and then there was like this this competition where like the chef of the Baron Omatsuri group, like he was like skating on like this skillet and he was making food, and then of course Sanji stepped up to the plate because him being a chef, and then like Nami was like cheering Sanji on, and then Usopp was next to Nami cheering Sanji on, and then Nami was basically like, get away from me. And then it also became to the point where Nami was drinking like 40 or 50 glasses of wine with this other dude that was a part of the Baron Pirates, and they were talking and all this stuff. And then we go to Robin, and Robin basically is just in the resort, and she is like relaxing, and she took a drink from one of the Baron Pirates, which not smart by Robin, because knowing how bad those people are, I would not be taking a drink from them. And basically he explained to Robin that there was like this Lily coronation and talking about that. And then we see Chopper go to the cemetery, which that's definitely a very dark tone because I don't think the Straw Hats ever went to a cemetery. I don't remember any of the movies that I watched where they reference the cemetery. So I think this is the first time where, yeah, like in One Piece, they reference the cemetery. And then we see like this guy with like 3 of his kids. I think 1 son and 2 daughters. Like, and yeah, so that was that. And then Luffy was by himself, chasing this mustache dude, which ends up being an ally to him towards the end of the movie. And then we cut back to, I would say, the main fight between Luffy and Baron Hamatsuri. Really, really awesome fight. Very dark. Like, very, very dark. So basically, that flower that you see on his shoulder, you would think, oh, this is just a nice flower. But yeah, like the complete opposite. That flower is straight up demonic. Like, straight up. Like, basically, that flower allows, like, to rebirth and death. So, and then, so, like, it makes me think about that cemetery. Like, the Baron, I guess, used that flower to resurrect some of his crewmates. Because they have been dead for a long time. And then I guess that they could just pass away. So basically, with this flower needs, I guess, humans. So this flower, like, devours humans, basically. And that's what happens to the Straw Hats, minus Luffy. Like, basically this flower, like, devours the Straw Hats in, like, this intestine thing. So I guess plants have intestines now. So I'll go with it. Yeah, very, very dark. It gets very dark. Like, this movie is just super, super dark. So don't let that title fool you. Not at all. And then so basically the Baron is telling Luffy that, hey, your Nakama are gone. They've passed away. And then you see Luffy fighting the Baron. And so the Baron uses these arrows to pin Luffy's hand, and then his other hand, and then his foot. So all he had was his neck and his other leg. So Luffy stretches his neck to get to his friends, and then the Baron shoots Luffy, I think, in the head, like with an arrow, stopping that. And then, of course, the mustache dude heals Luffy. And then he says, hey, your Nakama are still alive. Go and fight. And then particularly Daisy, one of his daughters can, like, hear voices. And she says that, hey, you know, your friends are still alive. Like, they're not dead. You know, the Baron is lying to you. So then we see Luffy come back, you know, and fight him the second time. And then this is where stuff gets really dark. So, like, really insane. So then we see this flower transform into some plant-eating human. And then we see the sky go dark. We see the moon turn red. We see these arrows. And then we see, like, this flower intestine with the Straw Hats corpses in it. So, and then we see, like, this rain of arrows, just a bunch of arrows, you know, just at Luffy's body. Like, Luffy's body is, like, covered with arrows. You know, we see Luffy dying, and I'm like, wow, crazy. That is crazy. And then we see, actually, the mustache dude actually saved Luffy and saved his comrades as well. So if it wasn't for the mustache dude, I think Luffy would have been dead and the rest of the Straw Hats. So he takes an arrow, shoots it at this plant, and then the Straw Hats have been revived. So yeah, so good job to that guy for sure. You definitely proved to your kids that you're very strong. So, yeah, that's basically the end of the movie. So, my thoughts about the movie. I absolutely love this movie. I think I said this towards the beginning of the video that it is my favorite movie so far. My absolute favorite. Like, it has a really dark tone. Like, the Straw Hats behave differently than they usually do. You know, Luffy being Luffy, not the smartest captain. Yeah, and then just that scene, just where the barrage of arrows just hits Luffy, like the sky turns dark, you know, the moon turns red, like the flower turns into a human eating monster. Just, yeah, that is crazy. So I highly recommend that you guys see this movie if you have not already. It is very, very good. So yeah, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please leave a comment, like, and subscribe, and let me know what you guys think about this video down below. And also, what is your favorite moment in this movie? I would love to know. So yeah, guys, I will see y'all next time. Matane!